So, security is still one of the biggest challenges when it comes to cloud computing. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? It's Josh back with another video, and today I want to cover another security article that I thought was super interesting that I wanted to bring to you guys' attention, show you guys what's going on in the cloud computing world as of today. And I found this article on ZNet, so let's go down and hop over to it and read about it. Also, before we move forward, I want to give a quick shout out to CIQ as the official supporter of Rocky Linux, which I think is one of the best replacements for your CentOS server. If you haven't been paying attention, Red Hat announced in 2021 it will be going away with CentOS as the downstream clone for Red Hat. And Rocky Linux is here to pick up the pieces. So check out Rocky Linux at ciq.co. Okay, so this is on ZNet. It was released a couple days ago, June 1st. And it basically states cloud computing dominates, but security is now the biggest challenge. And then the subtitle says, even if cloud computing has all the momentum, there's still plenty of work to do to secure it. And the reason I wanted to cover this, I read this article a while back, like when it was released, but I did a live stream with my man, Professor Black Ops, and we were talking about the cloud and talking about AWS. And so I was like, hey, this might be something that I could bring to my audience that you guys can be aware of and just check out. And this is why they're looking for a lot of cybersecurity professionals. They're going to be needed for the cloud. But let's go down and read. It says it's clear that cloud computing is rapidly becoming the dominant model for use by business to host data and applications and to develop new services. Adoption of cloud computing has been growing rapidly over the past decade, and soon a tipping point will be reached with the use of cloud computing for application software, infrastructure, software, business process services, and systems infrastructure, overtaking traditional on-premise technology options within the next 2 or 3 years. So that's one thing that's actually coming. You know what I'm saying? A lot of companies now are migrating to the cloud. So that's definitely true. It's being adopted more and more every single day when it comes to, applications being put out there, certain infrastructure, and they are starting to set up like hybrid style cloud networks as well. Like port of the internet or port of the networking is in the cloud, or not networking, but the systems are in the cloud, and part of the systems, are still on-prem, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't 100% in the cloud, but there is that problem for, security. And let's get into that right now. But it says recent events such as enforced shift of hybrid working have generated further momentum behind cloud services. And that's true. During the pandemic and all that stuff or whatever, a lot of people started working from home, and a lot of companies started allowing their tech guys or tech people that work in tech positions to work from home, because a lot of times, you connected to the cloud from your office at the end of the day to access the services. So what's the difference from connecting from an office building to the cloud versus connected from your house to the cloud? It's pretty much the same thing, you know what I'm saying, to whatever cloud service that you're protecting or using. But it says, and as cloud offerings continue to mature and evolve, it's likely that adoption will continue to expand. That's because cloud computing has some obvious advantages. This includes the ability to scale services almost infinitely based on the demand without the need to buy or maintain expensive hardware. And that's and I'm telling you guys, or the beginning of this article is kind of covering things that most people that are in the industry working, they understand. That's one of the benefits of moving up to the cloud is you don't have to maintain software. You don't have to have these service contracts where someone from Dell or something has to come out, and if something breaks or something, or you got to contact Dell in order to get certain things, you could just put it in the hands of a cloud provider and they handle all of that. And all you have to do is focus on the services that you want to pay for, and which is what they're talking about, the ability to scale. But then it says, and the ability to take advantage of new applications without having teams of engineers on a payroll to deploy and manage them. Yeah, but the switch to the cloud computing also brings new challenges, and the biggest worry for many is security. It's true that one of the key advantages of the cloud for businesses is the opportunity to turn their systems and data over to cloud companies with a dedicated expert working to keep the systems secure. That's certainly the case with software as a service, so SaaS, which a lot of companies, or which for many businesses takes away the worries and headaches around patching and maintaining software on their own servers. Yeah, and that's true. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about it. Software as a service. It's kind of like how they have Active Directory as a service, or you can set up a DNS server as a service. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about the back end or the actual physical server itself. All you do is run the application. You know what I'm saying? But then it says, but that doesn't mean businesses can't forget about security after moving to the cloud. And that's true. I mean, it's all depending on how you have your applications set up. You know what I'm saying? Whether they're secure or not. It's still open, season. You still have to configure the applications or services that you're running on those cloud providers. You know what I'm saying? They do what they can to, protect the physical servers and all that stuff. But if the application, has vulnerabilities or something to that effect, not configured correctly, then, people can still get into it. But it says reaping the full benefits of cloud computing means using more than one cloud company. And that's another thing that we're starting to see. Some companies are using multiple clouds. And I remember Professor Black, I was talking about this on my last live stream interview with him. They'll have some services running on AWS, some services running in Azure. You know what I'm saying? And so what it says, with data and workloads moving between a company's own data center and the cloud and between different clouds. Yeah, that's definitely true. It's definitely coming. Now it also says, while the move to cloud computing may have removed some basic security worries, the emergency of the hybrid cloud has introduced a whole new set. Those range from securing staff access to services, ensuring that data is encrypted and not left accidentally exposed to other cloud users, and make sure that data stays safe when moving between applications and cloud services. And that's true. You can have a database server in the cloud or whatever that has a whole bunch of data in it, and it needs to talk to multiple other servers that you have in the cloud that uses that data to, provide dashboards or whatever for that cloud so people can make decisions. Well, you got to make sure it's configured right. You know what I'm saying? That's why networking is important as well when you're up there, understanding how to properly secure things, put SSL certs on the server, different things for authentication purposes, all that, so the services can talk back and forth. But then it says no two cloud services are exactly the same. That's true. And the risks increase as the use of cloud computing expands to new areas. The Cloud Computing Security Special Report from ZNet looks at some of the key issues and shows how cloud security is evolving. Moving to the cloud creates opportunity, but don't ignore the security challenges. And that's 100% true. So I really wanted to read that to you guys. We're going to a cloud-based, networks and services, things that are being used, for different companies. It's all going cloud-based, or at least partially cloud. And you just need to be mindful of the security challenges that are out there. And then also, as a cybersecurity professional, which I am not, but I do work in the IT department as a database administrator, security is very important. You know what I'm saying? That's something you have to make sure is being taken care of, especially when you're talking about the cloud and all that good stuff. And it's important to cover what's going on in the world, as well as different articles that talks about different issues that are going on in the information technology field. That's why I wanted to cover this article. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, I like to always have you guys comment down below, tell me your thoughts on this article. I had a link down in the description of the video as well. But go down and share with your with your fam and everything, and of course, keep it techie.